Hi everybody, PC here, turn 16 of DomeM, and got construction 3 on a magic site that is the Forest of the Dead, and some expansion, nothing noteworthy there. This was us taking another shot down in the caves. We can see here how well we lined up this time. And as we march forward, we went too far forward, but these guys are just Camazot's summoning undead, which then get carved up by our god reavers. Interestingly enough, not all of them get there, but the reavers get to their casters before the undead get to Cannibal Warlord. So that was a success. This was more cannibals fighting against Wolf Tribe or some shit. And God Reavers continue to do what they do best. And then, yeah, so that covers all of these guys. Here we've got a basic commander leading some Reavers. I would definitely recommend this approach to anybody of have the Reavers on either flank when you have no one to guard your commander, so that they can intercept people on either side. Got attacked by birds, but we were able to repel them. Some misfortune, and picked up some extra money in this forest. And let's go to the arena. So first, we've got me versus Is. I've got Them Kids Ain't Dumb, the basic cannibal warlord with no gear, anything to speak of, versus unnamed Isian champion with fish scale mail and bracers of protection. So Is is gonna bless up, and this is the Isian bless. We see a solid rainbow, got some fire, swiftness, so there's air, nature, water is giving defense and cold resistance, reinvigoration from earth, and blood surge. So it looks like nothing from astral or death, but everything else. That pumps their defense up to 26. They've got these damage resistances from the fish scale mail, and all in all, quite a mighty troop. Let's see how Cannibals for Free can do against this. Throws his javelin and misses, and then he gets stabbed in the face. Alright, now we've got Chibalba versus Flagra. Flagra also elected to send in a naked guy. This guy has a big badass club. Chibalba, that's Chibalba's shadow. Chibalba has Slime Shield, Shadow Helm, braces of protection of their own, and a flask to bless themselves, although that seems unnecessary since they could just cast it. But that's something that they decide to do. Their bless is such, so very similar to the Isian bless, except no nature. Or no, there has to be nature because it's poison resist. Nature must be an incarnate thing. The obsidian blade that's built into this Mucha Jaw is already magical. This guy is pretty damn good thug, all things considering. And he has no problem dispatching the flagrant guy. Alright. Now I've got Marignon versus Arcosafale. Marignon has this naked paladin. He's got a couple of afflictions on him, but he does have unequaled obesity. This is just a boring ass commander, so he went the same approach as me. Marignon blesses, and we see his rainbow. So he's got, he spent his fire points on attack and fire resistance, then shock resistance and swiftness, defense skill, and cold resistance. For earth, he took non-survival and larger. Larger is quite questionable for Marignon because it bumps them up from size 3 knights to size 4 knights. But that was their choice, I guess. Undying 4. Blood Surge. So this is also interesting. Undying 4. That's only 2 death points. I wonder where the rest of their death points went. Oh no, they went into Spirit Sight. Did I just not see Spirit Sight on here? Ah, well, they have Spirit Sight as well. In any case, we can watch Marignon run that guy over without even breaking a sweat. And now we've got a big battle between Is and Chibalba. You'll recall that Chibalba and Is both sent out weak thugs. So Chibalba has the slime and some more HP, but Is has the higher defense score and the liquid body effect, as well as the AoE attack. Because he's just got 1 attack for 24. He's got 3 attacks. Alright, go ahead and watch. Oh yeah, and there's the shadow as well. Shadow dies right away. And they're trading blows. They keep missing because they each have decent attack values, but superb defense skills. His defense skill is only 16, so he also has enough protection to tank all this stuff. Yep. So they trade blows. Interestingly, Is does not get slimed. And that is important because if Is was slimed, then all that defense skill would suddenly not matter so much, and Chibalba would be able to take it home. As it is, I'll spare you the details of watching the entire fight. Is wins in the end. And that brings us to Is versus Marignon. Marignon did not gear this guy up, but paladins are pretty badass just instinctively, innately rather. They have the lance plus 2 other attacks, and they can cast Armor of Righteousness on themselves and Weapons of Sharpness to give themselves extra armor and armor piercing effects. So they fight. Yon is all blessed up. Weapons of Sharpness is in effect. Attacks. Each of these are 18 attack rolls versus 26. That was a big hit that just came through. 12 damage with the Golden Lance. And it was just exploding dice on the Is side. Can Marignon salvage this? No. Marignon runs away. And now we've got Satis versus Vanheim. Both Satis and Vanheim sent pretty nice troops in here. I guess the Vanhurst maybe not so nice. Vanhursts are on the cheaper side. But Satis sent in a Marshmaster, which are their baller recruit anywheres. Give him a couple of gems. Let's watch. He's just going to drown them in skeletons. And now the Marshmaster's asleep. Can Vanheim beat the skeletons that have already surrounded him? He cannot. Let's go and fire that up one more time just to see Vanheim's Bless. Is thus Blood Surge, Magic Weapon, Strength. So pretty minimal Bless. Alright. Now we've got Satis versus Is. Battle of the Is. Satis again starts out by busting out the skeletons. Is is chopping them down. Satis goes to sleep. Is continues to be unafraid of skeletons. It's barely breaking a sweat. Fatigue 14. The reinvigoration from their bless is coming through very nicely. And an extra set of skeletons, and it is no good. This is too much for Satis. So this marks Is's third victory, and Pythium joins the fray. Is versus Pythium. Pythium has the inside track, not having had to fight all these other guys before. And what did Pythium bring? Pythium had no choice in the matter. Pythium has to bring the Master of the Games. This is a unique Pythium hero with these gladiator eye pokes and luck. He comes with these gladiators, so let's look at them. They've got double attacking flails, although the rest of their stats are pretty unremarkable. So Pythium advances, Is blesses. Is takes a big whack out of Pythium. So that was Fire Breath for 6 damage. Another Fire Breath attack. And go ahead and make it a little faster here. Is hits the gladiators with a huge attack, knocking out one and hurting the other. Gladiator's dead. It's just the Master of the Games and Is. And look at that. One-shotted. I didn't believe it the first time I saw it, but he had an attack roll 34, which meant that it hit the shield, and he did 69 base damage plus 4. So the shield boosted protection of the champion was still no good. 41 damage, instant kill. In case you're wondering why it's base 69, the Hero's Blade does ×3 versus larger. This guy's only ×2, and Is's Fire Horse is size 3. The result is a surprise win out of nowhere from Pythium, who claims the Nethgul, which is the Pocket Lich. So, kind of a mediocre artifact, but lots of excitement in the arena. For this turn, just continuing to build infrastructure. So, a lab, throne claim, start recruiting mages this summer. Getting more troops back in the capital. Building a lab here in Durland so we can start getting some of these mages out. Probably Dogfathers, but I'm not sure. And we will go from there, continuing to expand. Cannibals for Free is ready to claim some of this valley, and Ashdod appears not to have pressed further. All right. Oh, and Uruk down here. I didn't actually show you that battle. We've got some sacreds. Let's see if we see a bless. We do, and it is another rainbow. I am not surprised to see lots of imprisoned rainbows on a map this big. So, attack skill, magic weapon, shock resist, defense, reinvigoration, undying. So, all in all, Looks like 3s across the board, and he went for extra HP as opposed to poison resist, which is an interesting choice, but not too impactful in the end. I guess he got a couple of 4s because he has reinvigoration 4 and magic weapons 4, but mostly 3s. And then some Royal Guard here. In any case, they're gonna obliterate these guys. So, good job, Uruk. I figure that I'll keep an eye on this mountain, and if they head into the mountain, then I'll basically tell them, that's cool, but stop there. And realistically, they don't have much to complain about because me giving them the mountain itself is a pretty good pickup for them. So that should cover it for this turn. Big turn, wanted to make sure to show off the arena stuff. And I will see you on turn 17.